Hi, it's Brady with Vickery Motorsports, and today we are at IMI Motorsports Complex for round one of the Colorado Speedway and Flat Track Series. Now, I really don't know what to expect out of this series, as it is my first race, but fortunately we do have the Vickerys with us today to kind of explain what's going on. So we're going to get some interviews with them, probably get some footage of the races, look around at all the cool vehicles that are here. I know we have lawnmowers, carts, bikes, kind of everything under the sun, and hopefully have a good time while doing it. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so we are doing a little pre-race interview here with Doug Vickery. So tell us a little bit about how's the track's feeling and what are you riding and kind of what you're wearing.
Okay, well, what I ride is a Boss-framed TT500. It's a purpose-built flat track frame. It was originally built by Doug Montgomery, who was one of the first employees that ever came to work at Vickery Motorsports. He has since passed on, but I keep his spirit alive. I've been racing this bike for well over 10 years. I've put 8 number ones on it total between Colorado and the Kansas Flat Track Series. And we're out here at IMI. This is a quarter-mile short track. The track is a little bit bumpy, but it seems like it's going to come in nice. There's a lot of rubber down, and we'll see if I made the right tire choice for today. Being the first race of the season, everything's kind of a guess. Dirt changes throughout the course of the night. I'll adjust tire pressure up and down and see if I can get it to work. Mostly I'm out here to have fun. Like I said, I'm a multi-time number one, but I'm also 60 years old. I only do this for fun anymore. Okay. My glory days are a long ways behind me.
What classes are you racing today?
So I race open vintage, okay, which is basically any bike built before 1982 that uses a 2-valve head. And then I race the 40 and over class. And at 60, I am generally the oldest guy in the 40 and over class.
Any strategy going into both of those races? Are there people you're looking out for? Or are there anything that's worked for you in the past that you're going to try this season, or is it more just kind of exploring?
The first race of the season, it's exploring, trying to figure out, where the track's got good traction, avoid the bumps. The vintage bikes don't handle the bumps as well as the modern stuff. As far as competition, especially in the vintage class, there's a lot of really fast people here. Shasta LaRue's out here. She's a multi-time number one herself. Garrett Weaver's last year's number one. He's out here as well. Mike Oswald. These guys and girls are all very fast. Here again, I'm the oldest one out of all of them, so I ride with a little bit more caution. Okay. But I never give them an instant. Never give them an inch if I can help it. As far as strategy, the short track, it's all about the start. It's real difficult to pass out here, especially if it is a narrow line. Like I said, since this isn't technically a pro class, we don't tend to bump each other out of the way like they do in the pro races. Like I said, my bike is over 50 years old. Yeah. Kind of hard to fix something like that. So yeah, try to get a good start. Try to line up on the inside if I can, if there's rubber down. If there's not rubber down on the track in the dirt, there's no traction. So you gotta hunt for the traction all around the racetrack. Okay.
Well, really looking forward to seeing you out there, and good luck on your races.
Sounds good. Thanks, Brady.
Thank you. So right now we are here with Marcus Vickery. So tell us a little bit about yourself and about the bike you're racing today.
So yeah, I'm Marcus Vickery. I'm the son of Doug Vickery, grandson of Bill Vickery. I've been doing this since I was my little brother's size, about 5 years old. Probably first got on the track when I was 6 or 7. Good.
So tell us a little about the bike that you're racing today.
So yeah, this is my YZ 250. Been racing it for a while. We've got Maxxis tires. The engine is all Bruce Sass. Other than that, it's, you know, mostly stock. We've done plenty of our own modifications to it, but other than that, not too dissimilar from a YZ 250 you could get at our shop.
And what are you racing today? What classes?
So I am racing the 250, 450 class and the Open A. I am a little bit outclassed in those. Most of my competitors are on 450 bikes, so they got more horsepower. But it's, you know, it's a nice challenge.
Do you have some sort of strategy going into that, being outclassed?
Starts is my #1 thing. I can get really good starts, and so if I can just get that hole shot, then it's just a battle if I can hold them off for long enough, because at the end of the day, I probably can't pass a bike that makes that much more horsepower than me reasonably unless the rider makes a major mistake. So yeah, it's get the hole shot, hold them off, and use my bike's lighter weight and faster coming off the corners to try and create as much distance as I can.
I know the track is a little bit bumpy today. Does that play to your advantage or disadvantage in a race like this where you're outclassed by 450s?
The track being a little bumpy probably plays to my advantage a little bit. I'm just a bit of a stand-up rider. I don't get quite so pitched over, and it's hard to get pitched over if it's bumpy. You know, the bike just doesn't want to quite get sliding because you keep catching on the bumps.
Okay.
So probably to my advantage a little bit.
And the last thing I want to ask you about is you have this little metal cover on your shoe, and that's something that I don't know much about coming from road racing.
So yeah, this is just our steel shoe. You're gonna see just about everyone who rides flat track wearing these. This is from Light Shoe. They're a sponsor of mine. And yes, it is literally just a welded plate tightly fit to wrap around my boot to give, you know, the least amount of friction so that I can put my foot down, tilt the bike over, and just slide on that foot while it holds me up.
That's really cool. Okay. Well, thank you so much for interviewing with me. Good luck out there on the track, and we'll come get a post-race interview with you when you're done.
Thanks. Show me the pics.
I will. usually have a little picture of Guy Fieri on there because it makes me feel like I'm talking to somebody because I'm incredibly camera shy.
Got it. Okay.
But if you want to address me, do that. If you want to address the camera, that's whatever.
Okay, sounds good. You know, it being bumpy pertains to that, you know. Hey, Grandpa, you're in front of the camera.
Oh. So like in the first one, I was the only vintage bike. So I was at probably a 20 horsepower disadvantage to the modern 450s.
And you were third in that race, right? Yeah, so you did decent.
But it's, you know, it's a nice challenge.
And do you have some sort of, God, sorry, I'm blanking right now.
It's fun, man, me too.
You going to go ask him to get permission to be on the infield?
No, I'm not.